5 Key Facts about the Parthian Empire. The Parthians re-established Iranian rule over Persia, destroying the Seleucid Empire, challenging Rome, and controlling much of the Silk Road. The Parthians were originally a nomadic tribe of eastern Iranians known as the Parni who conquered the region of northeastern Persia known as Parthia. From here the Parthians soon established an empire that stretched from Indus to the Euphrates. Though often in conflict with Rome, the Parthians were never conquered and inflicted several famous defeats on the Romans. Meanwhile, wealth drawn from the control of the Silk Road allowed the Parthians to construct works of art and architecture that reflected a culture that blended Hellenistic and Iranian elements. However, surviving source material from the Parthian Empire is scarce, so much of what we know must be taken from Greek, Roman, and even Chinese sources. 1. The Parthian Empire was founded by Arsaces I. The Parthian Empire was founded in 247 BC, by Arsaces I, 247 to 217 BC, for whom the ruling Arsacid dynasty was named. Arsaces began as the ruler of the Parni, a nomadic eastern Iranian tribe that had been part of the Dahi Confederation. The exact sequence of events that led to Arsaces and the Parni seizing control of the Seleucid satrapy of Parthia is unclear. Yet by 238 BC, Andragoras, the possibly rebellious Seleucid satrap of Parthia, was dead and Arsaces controlled the entire territory. With the conquest of Parthia, the Parni adopted Parthian as the official language of their court and became known as Parthians in the Greco-Roman sources. Later the Parthians would claim fictitious descent from the Achaemenid king Artaxerxes II, 404 to 358 BC. The Seleucids did not allow the loss of their territory to go uncontested. However, conflict with the Ptolemaic dynasty in Egypt prevented them from launching an immediate counterattack. Arsaces used this time to strengthen his control of Parthia, expand into Hyrcania, and form an alliance with Diodotus II who ruled over the Greco-Bactrian kingdom which had also seceded from the Seleucid Empire. Seleucid campaigns during the reigns of Seleucus II Callinicus, 246 to 222 BC, and Antiochus III the Great, 222 to 187 BC, failed to bring Parthia or Bactria back under control though they were forced to acknowledge Seleucid superiority. 2. The empire was established through a series of wars with the Seleucids. Conflict with Rome and the Ptolemies prevented the Seleucids from further interfering with Parthian affairs. This allowed Phraates I, 176 to 171 BC, to establish his rule independently of Seleucid control and expand his territory around the Caspian Sea. However, it was Mithridates I, 171 to 132, who is most often recognized as the founder of the Parthian Empire. Upon ascending the throne, he came into conflict with the Greco-Bactrian kingdom, which he decisively defeated and annexed its territory. Next, he turned his attention to the Seleucids. In c.148-147 BC, Mithridates swept across the eastern Seleucid territories capturing Media and Mesopotamia before extending his control to the Indus River. Seleucid counterattack was defeated in 140 BC, but Mithridates was forced to turn his attention to the nomadic Saka attacking his eastern borders. The threat posed by such attacks was something that the Parthians would continue to deal with. Renewed Seleucid attack in the 130s BC brought a great deal of pressure on the Parthians but ultimately resulted in the death of the Seleucid monarch Antiochus VII Saites, 138 to 129 BC, in 129 BC at the Battle of Ecbatana. After this, the Parthians alternated their campaigns between the east and west. In the east, there was a continued conflict with the nomadic Saka and possibly the Yuezhi until the early 1st century BC. However, the eastern border was eventually stabilized by alliances with the Indo-Parthian kingdom and the Kushan Empire of the Yuezhi.